Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1. It's the bald and the beautiful. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood on My Country 96.1.
So Candy thinks I'm spoiled.
Totally.
But I believe I would like to describe it this way. I'm just living the life I've become accustomed to, Candy. I can't go backwards now.
I understand, but you are blessed to have such wonderful in-laws.
Just letting her know my mother-in-law is going to the butcher today. She's going to buy bones with meat.
To make gravy.
And she's going to make a gravy, which in Italian means sauce, Candy.
Right, red sauce.
Yes, and she's going to put the meat and the meatballs and the meat in the sauce.
That sounds so delicious. A bolognese, if you will.
If you will, whatever. Either way, it's going to be eaten. Craig Morgan got a new reality show. Craig Morgan. It's called Craig's World. It's March 5th on the Circle Network. Will be his life, real life.
Okay.
Sam Hunt's got the #1 song in the country called Kin Folks, and he says there's a reference in there to Joni. He says that's his mother. His brother calls her Joni. So
I like that.
Yeah. You were crying during the Kobe Memorial, Candy.
Numerous times.
Beyonce performed. Jimmy Kimmel hosted. Christina Aguilera and Alicia Keys performed.
It was truly beautiful, I have to say.
Vanessa Bryant, I didn't see. She gave a powerful speech, right?
Amazing.
Also, obviously.
The coach from UConn?
Yes.
Unbelievable. I broke up. I didn't even realize I was going to burst into tears, but he said something and it just hit me. I mean, it was really something.
A lot of people spoke. A lot of people were there. Who's who of basketball players, obviously. Yeah. And Michael Jordan spoke, Shaq, and the rest of them.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting note, Vanessa Bryant mentioned that once Kobe gifted her the actual blue dress Rachel McAdams wore in The Notebook.
Oh, I just cried harder. That's all.
And you know how I feel about that movie, Candy.
You know how I feel about that movie.
That's a lot of interesting stuff there.
Yeah, that really got me.
Obviously talked about her daughter, Gigi. Netflix is now letting you know what its most popular content is. I like when I go on Netflix and I don't know what to watch, I look at what their top streaming stuff is. And I'll click on that and say, oh, if the rest of America likes that, I must like that, Candy. So I'll give it a shot anyway.
All right.
By the way, I tried, you know that comedy with Ashton Kutcher called The Ranch?
I don't.
It's awful. I couldn't watch more than 5 minutes. And then I turned on Grace and Frankie? Frankie and Grace?
Frankie and Grace, yes. Funny.
Great show. I called up my buddy Josh and I said, this is our life story.
Wow.
Amazing.
Are you serious?
It's a great...
You know what's going on there, right?
I know. We're leaving you for each other.
Oh, boy.
Former NASA mathematician Katherine Johnson passed away at 101.
What a brain she had. Oh, boy.
She's played by Taraji P. Henson in that movie in the last year or two called Hidden Figures. Martha Stewart says her go-to cheat food is single slices of American cheese.
Who doesn't like those?
Yes, and that's my regular go-to. That's not my cheat.
But you have to stop going to it.
My mother used to bring over individually sliced Kraft cheese slices.
Yes.
And Elijah would call them Ronnie's cheese because that's her name, Ronnie.
Oh, that is so cute.
Yes, Ronnie's cheese. Production on Mission Impossible 7 has been halted in Venice because of the coronavirus. And this is not something to be taken lightly. A lot of things are affected by this, Candy.
A lot of things.
The economy and tourism and
stock market.
A lot going on. South Carolina Democratic primary tonight, 8 o'clock. That's on CBS. That will not affect This Is Us tonight.
Well, thank heaven for that.
That's NBC, 9 o'clock. The Voice prior to that on NBC. And Dustin Lynch will be on Jimmy Kimmel. There you have it. You're bald and the beautiful. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.